couple years ago. It was the first Luigi to really put the character on the map. We've had strong Luigis, but not at the like top 10 player level that Rauru was threatening.
Right.
And making people go, oh, wait, this character can do it. He's not just a gimmick.
And he has to be respected. That's why there are two of them in this top 8. One in winners, one in losers.
Speaking of characters that we have to respect, somehow returning to the game, KilogramHours on the Dedede up against Kreeg on the Marth.
What a weird world we live in where either a Dedede or a Marth is going to make top 8.
Yeah, I can't decide which one's weirder.
I'm not too familiar with Kreeg's gameplay, but I believe they played...
oh, wait.
Oh, it's going to be Ike instead of Marth.
We're actually seeing an Ike. Okay. That makes more sense.
I mean, either way. Like, one of those two characters making it into top 8 is insane. They played a pretty close set versus Raven King. I think it was 3-1 in Raven King's favor, but the games were close. And that was with Marth. So this time around, it'll actually be Ike going up against Dedede. This is the Loxodont matchup.
Yes, it is. Chat's saying Kreeg plays like 7 characters, so that checks out.
Yep.
Maybe bro just likes Fire Emblem.
They probably all share that they have a sword.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing with swordy players. They play 7 different characters, but they actually just, they play the Fire Emblem sword spacing.
And that drop-down back air was clean from Kreeg. Take away that recovery angle from KilogramHours.
Kilogram trying to play it slow, trying to find the way back into this, but Kreeg doing a good job of shutting down that slow neutral and finding the opening.
And playing really ambiguous on the shield again, like finding that perfect angle where you can't do anything about the forward tilt, then you try to push your advantage a little too early, and there's an up B out of shield.
Ooh, good timing there. Of course, if Ike is going to be full hopping that much, eventually he has to mix in the grab to get you to drop your shield.
Yep, and Raven King's Ike was an expert of those empty hop grabs, right? And so we're already seeing that twice here from Kreeg.
Ooh. Okay, Kilo firing back. Ah! Doing a little temperature check with that down special. Kreeg, however, not falling prey to his own demons, their own demons, and able to deal with that just fine.
I love quick drawing forward just because it's faster than dashing. You hit King Dedede all the way to the left side of the screen, and you're like, I got to get back over to the ledge. I'm just going to quick draw.
Exactly, and even if they're in the vicinity, it's not like they can punish you. Unless you miss. If you miss and land directly above them in this very niche scenario where you land inside of them with no hitbox, then they can punish you.
The commentary curse is unstoppable at this point.
That is an insane scenario to come up at that exact moment.
Kreeg doesn't look too deterred, though, as this stock is adding up to damage so fast.
Ooh. Kilo has some damage of their own, though. Let's see if they can find a way back into this.
Oh, and that dash attack could have been lethal, but somehow Kilogram sneaks in under it. Pretty crazy that he's still alive here.
Nice.
But the Gordo in the very corner.
Okay, Side B is able to get out of that situation. Kreeg trying to finish this up.
Almost enough to kill, but this is Town and City.
Ooh. Okay, I was surprised. Now we're talking.
Yeah, that one wouldn't even be close.
Oh, yeah, also, like, not that it mattered, but bro really held out to die faster there. Did you see that, the knockback angle on that forward air? That was disgusting. He went, like, down.
That was, let's skip game 2 and go directly to game 3 DI.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, bro, you DI'd so bad you lost more stocks.
Clean opening gambit, though, from Kreeg here. That was a 2-stock victory. Looking real nice.
They're looking good, yeah. Kilo had some answers. We saw some mix-ups, but Kreeg was just in their element.
And this might be like a theme of, I mean, maybe it's just a low-tier thing, right? But like when low tiers are losing these matches, it feels like they just don't even get anything started, right? Because someone's in your face all the time. You just can't get these setups going. And you know, Dedede is a big setup character.
Yeah. You don't usually think of Ike as the, like, in-your-face character, do you?
No, not really.
But
it's
finding
working.
ways, yeah. Kreeg doing a good job of making Kilo uncomfortable.
With that said, this is a strong opening here. Oh, okay. And the quick draw for the punish, just because that's going to close the gap. Again, you see the shield pushed back on that up smash.
Okay. We got good combos on these Gordos. That's something that's fun to see from Kilo.
And that Gordo set up the grab here at the ledge. With a high quick draw.
It's trying to punish the high recovery, but it's so hard with a quick draw.
And nothing really tricky about that Gordo. It was just in the perfect spot.
Exactly. Well placed, well executed. What more could you ask for in a Gordo? Oh, okay. Down tilt. Innovate.
And the Gordos continue to be very accurate here. Kilogram.
The Gordos will continue until defense improves. It's just a check. I'm going to keep throwing the Gordo.
Speaking of defense needing to improve,
Yeah,
that
was
spot
rough.
dodge was red from game 1.
That was rough. Good read from Kreeg, though. Because it was a weird timing.
Not quite how you want to space that neutral air. You think of that as like you need to parry it in order to get a punish, but when you're landing like right in there, you can get a punish on it without even parry.
Get that Gordo out of here. Kreeg has brought this back. Kilo, though, finally starting to get a couple of hits on these tech chases. Kilo is good at tech chasing, by the way. That's been an impressive part, and there we go. The defensive reads as well.
And
Getting down to last stock.
that strength of the tech chase is what made Kreeg think that they needed to not land on that platform, right? And then so Kilogram sets up under that circle here.
No,
Oh,
not
don't do
again.
the same thing again.
Kreeg had the opportunity. Could have just let that rip.
And it would have worked. But alas, Kilogram trying to turn around his fortune here. Oh, looking for a back air. Not going to quite find it.
Oh, oh, we are hunting.
Yeah, a couple of those dash attacks in a row. That's when you are knowing that Ike needs something, right?
Good catch with the up air there. Unfortunately, does fall out, and that gives Kreeg an opportunity to reset. Able to take that stock, and now in the position to potentially go up 2-0 if you can find your way back in with these opening combos.
And Dedede's pretty comboable, so here's the start. And these down throws, oh, I don't think that was meant to be fair. That means it's supposed to be a nair to continue the chain. Because now you're going to get hit in the face by this back air on the side, and that's not great. Ripping a
There's
dash
the
attack
catch.
right onto the shield. That costs you the game here. Gets Kilogram on the board.
Good stuff to Kilo. Finding a way back into the set. Kreeg just looked so in control in the first game, and that really turned around, especially starting from the second stock of the second game there. Kilo's tech chases, Kilo's offensive reads in advantage state, recognizing how Kreeg was going to land, try to create reversals, and just the Gordo play was solid.
Yeah, the Gordos in particular, I think, opened up a lot because it just took away the skies, right? You had like those quick draws that could have really landed, like mixed up and landed on any of the platforms in game 1. They were just sniped in game 2. So that meant Ike had to go to the ledge instead. And then once you're going to the ledge, you can set up that Gordo trap game that Dedede's very familiar with.
Yes. Ooh. How about a frame trap game right there? That's what Kreeg is familiar with. 73% Kilo off stage. This is such a hard spot. It is very difficult for the Penguin to escape the corner.
Oh, get him. Ah! I get scared every time.
It's so terrifying. Oh, he goes for it again. That is safe. Like, bro.
Otra vez.
All right, third time is not the charm with that move. Kilo really trying to force the issue and is unsuccessful in doing so.
Okay, return to serve.
Dash attack going to catch out. Almost hitting with the back air, but that slow frame data losing out in the end in the scrappy situation. That is a tough problem for Dedede to overcome.
Oh, that hit the Gordo. I was like, why is that first hit of the ether sending Dedede so high up into the sky? It's because it was the Gordo's fault.
Yeah, it worked out because Dedede gets to live. 175%. Still alive on this first stock.
That dash attack really is the moneymaker that Kreeg is looking for here.
Oh, got to catch with the up tilt. And again, that up B, the Gordo, sending him into a weird spot there. He's trying to stall out. Oh, no.
That would have been lost ledge grab and vulnerability regardless, so.
Yeah, he was probably dead.
We've seen Kreeg is really good on the timings of those, so.
All right, Kreeg's got the lead again. But Kilo is piling on the pressure in the corner. That side B continues to be hard to deal with. And there's the combo game.
All right, that added up so fast, 78% out of almost nothing. Ike does have that damage output.
Oh.
Reversaling the Aether there just to try and present that hitbox. And again, being really ambiguous with those frame traps. Oh, a little off the mark.
It was close, but yeah, not quite meant to be. Maybe Kreeg thinking that they were a little bit more to the right, but Kilo now has an opportunity and immediately goes for a down special again, and once again just can't find what he's looking for.
Ooh, okay, setting up for another back air, but Kilogram knows that that's what the setup is. Tries to just rush it down.
Okay. Up tilt, set up the Gordo, push him into the corner.
I don't think you get anything off of a grab. Yeah, okay. Just go for the release and then try to do something else. And jab almost does it too. Okay. Forwarder off the stage, that would have killed probably like 50, 60% ago.
Ooh. Great catch. Finally, we're finding the spacings to deal with that a little bit more often. That is so important. Still a very difficult move to deal with. But Kilo making it clear to Kreeg that you don't get to throw that out completely for free.
And so back and forth between this game. It is, both players have had a lead at a different point in time, but it's evened up pretty nicely here. Although, how does Dedede get down from this spot?
Just like that. He simply lands.
Just get past Ike,
just
this
land,
is kind of
yeah.
slow.
Yeah.
And then turn it around in kind. Taking the percent lead back, here is Kilogram.
Continuing to keep this game even. Goes for the up tilt there. Not able to find it. Now Kreeg reversing the situation. It's your turn, but the Penguin just rolls out of the corner.
Fully charging that, but that allows for the setup here of the Gordo on that ledge.
Right, because he's going to be scared to do it into Kilo at that point. So now you get free setups as Kilo. That is the payoff. And the up tilt takes game number 3, excuse me. I just heard Kilo popping off through the curtain that we've got over here. Definitely excited, feeling good about where he sits in this set.
He's really happy to have clutched that. One game remains to make it to top 8 here for KilogramHours. Kreeg will get the counter pick advantage and is not going to be switching over to the Marth, not going to be switching over to any other sortie that they might play. And sticking to the stage as well.
Yeah, interesting to see. That's always a challenge when you're a player who plays a bunch of characters. When you get to this point in a set, there's that extra mental drain of deciding, do I change characters? Is it a character issue?
Oh yeah, when I played multiple characters back when I was regularly playing this game, I kind of second-guessed myself on that all the time. When I was just playing Yoshi, I was like, okay, it's not Yoshi's fault, it's my fault.
Yeah, you get in your head, and that's something that Kreeg is going to have to deal with, but seems to be handling pretty well.
What a slick turnaround back air to make sure to seal out that Dedede stuff. Oh no! Just as good as you looked before. You turn around and miss the quick draw.
That could be the defining moment of the set. As Kilo gets an early stock. You were up in game number 4. You got that early kill. You converted so well. And all of a sudden, you're not just no longer on even footing, but Kilo is running the neutral.
But I can do some percent racking up here. As you see, Kreeg just had the percent lead after he was down like 70% on answers.
Bro is getting out of there. And Kreeg answering back yet again. They don't need that stock. It's still my game.
Now how does Kilogram answer? It's looking for that dash attack in the corner. We see that as a burst option pretty often, but not gonna quite work out here.
There's the dash attack. We got to see the dash attack kill. It's so strong.
But now it's Ike's turn. Big damage right back. But okay, careful on this platform. How are you getting down? Sneaking by with the back air.
Oh, a little bit off there. Oh my goodness.
That was a DI mix. That had to be a DI mix-up, right?
Yeah, I think you're expecting the forward air there. Held in, died off the top. Because, I mean, it's Dedede. He is hard to kill off the top, even in that situation. Bro got deleted.
He exploded. So is this our first game 5 of this block?
I think so.
No, we had Tasabu and Sir Dank. That was a game 5.
Oh, yes, right near the beginning.
It didn't quite feel like it because that 5th game was like a 3-stock.
Yeah.
Well, that went the distance, so here we are the second time going to game
That's one of those.
5.
You know how you like walk up to the TL and go, I lost game 5. It was close, though, trust. That was game 5, and it wasn't close.
Game 5, and I got run over. Small battlefield we go for the final game of this set. One of these low-tier heroes is going to make it top 8. KilogramHours has got the crowd on his side.
The Megalovaniac's going crazy right now as the tempo increases on this final game.
Ooh, I thought that Kreeg would have been able to cover the roll there with a nair, but instead, reversaled around.
We gotta have
too slowed down, though.
We gotta have an intervention for Kilo about that down special.
If you had an intervention with him about it, you'd be like, no, I use it the exact right amount.
He'd just start convincing all of us that we're wrong. You know what? You're so right, Kilogram. We love down special. Down special's my favorite button.
You were saying.
Exhibit A.
All right, but don't need to overcommit at all to get a ledge trap KO here for Kreeg. That forward tilt will just eat up the neutral getup, even up these stocks.
Yeah, this is such a down-to-the-wire set. You had to have a crazy thing like that from Kilo to get a stock. That has been kind of the challenge for him all the way through this set. It feels like Kreeg is doing a really good job of playing their bread and butters, doing classic stuff and mixing up. And Kilo has to fight for hard reads.
But now Kilo has a little bit of space here to set up on small battlefield. Just as I say that, the nair comes flying in.
Nice little mix-up there. Hit him with the carpet bomb.
And now mixed up to take away the platform or not.
Oh,
careful.
Try to catch him coming out. Kreeg mostly playing around those and finally gets the reversal.
And now it's Dedede's turn. Sending Ike to the skies. Sniping the quick draw charge.
It's last stock. Kilo has the fragile lead, but Kreeg is very good at closing out these stocks in this situation and absolutely manages to do so. Truly, game 5, last stock. Let's see who can take it.
As soon as that air dodge was burned, Kreeg was thinking of trying to find that however many multiple jumps that Dedede has, like what the timing is of when he's going to come down, right? And then snipe with the up air. That up air versus Dedede, you don't think of that as like the reliable kill move, but it's been good for Kreeg.
Oh, narrowly missing the up tilt. Kilo had the idea, just the frame data a little bit slow. Kreeg taking advantage, trying to push off the stage, but not ready for the Gordo.
That was a forward smash that Kreeg started charging there, but then a Gordo hit them in the face.
Big scoops. Oh, drops the second one. Kilo drops the punish, though, does not get the grab. F-tilt, get off me. Ooh, tried to jump in, but Kreeg has just been a step ahead. Once again, stuck in the corner. This time does swing out. Swings out again.
Yeah, trying to get that neutral air started. It's a little bit too slow, but almost enough to KO. Dedede staying alive on that high ceiling.
It is not over yet. So many F-tilts in that left corner. Getting Kilo back into the neutral. One more chance with that side B. Stays alive. The patience waiting for the roll. Gets the roll! And Kilo takes the game. So patient in those final moments to close it out and move on to win loser's side, top 8.
Clutch stuff from KilogramHours and a very well-deserved pop-off as he makes it into top 8 of Frosty Faustings Smash Ultimate.
The pressure that Kilo exuded upon his opponent Kreeg there. in those final moments. Just walks up, doesn't press a button, still waiting in shield. Backs up ever so slightly, still waiting in shield, and then just sits there until the roll comes out and it's over.
Clutch stuff from Kilogram. And yeah, that down to the very wire. That was a game 5 through and through.